Today's verse is from Psalms 103 verse 13. Let me read that verse to you. As a father has compassion on his children, so the Lord has compassion on those who fear him. God has compassion towards us. What does compassion mean? Compassion means to be concerned with the suffering of another, to have pity upon them. That's what compassion is. In the Bible, there is countless time God has done many miracles because He's a compassionate God. In the New Testament, wherever Jesus was, He did many miracles because He was moved with compassion. I would like to highlight a particular story from Mark chapter 1 verse 40, where a man with leprosy begged Jesus to heal him. And because Jesus was so moved by his request, Jesus was moved by compassion, He healed him. He was completely clean. See, in our lives, sometimes we think that God is far away when we face challenges, when we walk through difficult moments in our life, challenging moments in our life. We feel that God has abandoned us at times. God is far away, that He's not seeing my pain, He's not listening to my prayers, or He doesn't see the tears in my eyes. But I want you to know that God is a compassionate God, because that's what His word says. I once read a story about a particular seaman who was very sick and he was about to face death in his life. And a particular chaplain was invited to minister to him because he was ministering in that area. And every day the chaplain would visit him and pray for him, and he would talk about Jesus to him. But unfortunately, the seaman would reject the good news time and time and again. But the chaplain never gave up. He would visit him every day and he would pray for him. One day, the chaplain decided that he would read Psalms 103 verse 13, which is the same verse that I'm talking to you today. And he read that aloud. And the moment he did that, the seaman broke in tears. And he asked him what happened. He said that this was the verse that his mom would always teach him and remind him daily. He said that he was reminded about his mom, his mother's prayer, his mother's persistency for him to have a relationship with God. And that day he gave his life towards Jesus Christ, and his life changed. In all our lives, we all go through difficult moments, we all go through different situations in our life. But we must understand that God does not abandon us, that none of our prayers will go in vain, that God will always answer our prayers. Just as the mother was praying for her son, see, that prayer was answered in God's timing. His life was spared, his life was changed, because God is a compassionate God. And it says here, the psalmist gives a vivid example of just as a father shows compassion towards his children, in the same manner God shows compassion to those who fear Him. The word fear does not mean frightened, but it's a word that suggests out of reverence and out of respect towards God. When we fear Him means we don't put our will ahead of Him, but we put His will ahead of us, that our life's desire and passion is to do God's will. So my friend, I want to encourage you today that you are not by yourself. God is with you. Look to Him, reach out to Him, and God will help you walk with God daily. God bless you.